Okay then, so setup wise then, Nick, pretty good. Again, tension was definitely heightened there with the swing. When I was swinging that club, I almost feel your thumb was kind of like sort of printed on the grip there and just like stuck in there. It was never going to leave off there and stuff. So not that you want your hands to be moving in the swing, but they need to be on the club loose enough that you can actually control that club. Loose in the arms enables your body to move effectively. And again, if you're locked in tight, when you swing your arms from your shoulders and you're walking on the street, the arms kind of swing out the shoulder sockets fairly loose and relaxed. If you locked your arms not holding a heavy bag and stuff, you kind of walk shoulders and arms working together rather than independently as we normally would do. So in terms of the swing, as we're looking at this movement here now on this right foot, or the trail foot, okay? So this is the first swing you were making before as you went back. He's starting to lift now before you get top of the back. You see the club at the top of the back. So there's your top of your back swing there. And that heel now is off the ground. As you then come, it never reattaches back to the ground. And then look at your tippy toes there. Bubba Watson style, mate. Exactly, it's Bubba-esque, okay? And even then, after shot, the left heel still doesn't come back to the ground. And then you sort of put both feet down to kind of react, okay? Now this one, again, going up the shaft line nice is a good takeaway. Turning into that right heel. There's your backswing. You can see a little bit of kind of, just a bit of lift, but in comparison to where you were, Nick, where this heel was, hang on, go back here, the left heel was there, at least it's kind of the part of your shoe is probably touching a bit of blade of grass there, okay? So from there now we're going to start moving down. Now the right heel's not coming, it starts coming off a bit early here now, but that's less than it was before, and then moving into that left foot, so the left heel now is on the ground, like levitating, isn't it? The shadow there, okay? But your left heel needs to be a little bit more on the ground rather than you up on your tiptoes, okay? Now I think, as I said, the backswing issue, the backswing movement changes, they're quite easy to make. Now, I always look at golf swing changes. There's kind of three sort of changes. You've got the static changes, okay, which, like I say, grip, pressure, you can do that. Click your fingers. If someone says, "Oh, bring your right foot back," Nick, it goes back and goes forward. You can do that easily. It might feel a bit strange, but you can make that move pretty much instantaneously. Okay. You've got backswing changes or physical changes in terms of the club going back here. That's based on feel and where that hip's going. Okay. They took a bit of practice, but you kind of got it quite quickly. Then you've got mental and instinctive changes, okay? Where you've seen a golf ball doing a certain thing, or you felt your body doing a certain thing. To change that when you're swinging the club at best part of 80 mile an hour, it'll take a bit more practice, okay? But as long as you're kind of here in the backswing, at least your lower half movement now can support that club a bit more, whereas this one here now, it's kind of like you're up on your tiptoes before you even get to the top of the backswing, and that's
so
kind of there.
That foot then should stay down.
Should be down the ground, I mean, really, when you swing the golf club, it should be down the ground here now, and then as you get to the top and start moving, the foot should start sliding, and the knee should start rolling in this, and then it rolls up. Yours actually comes up early, so your knee in some ways kind of goes from here, and then kind of goes out, and then has to come around, which is why it makes it, because your knee's going out and around, and your weight's going to go this way, and you're toppling forward. Your lower half really should be from, if I go closer, you can see my foot. From here, this foot rolls in this way, so the knees are kind of coming, and then it kind of moves around. This leg kind of pushes back, and that knee replaces where he was. It's not kind of this way. And I think a lot of times, if people have played golf, they've seen that right foot movement. You see the guys on TV with their foot up on the toe like so. How we get to that is more of a byproduct of how this hip is moving, how this left leg is pushing back to cause this hip to move, how this hip now is turning around because this was moving backwards, how this hip moves because this needs to move, and the foot then follows suit. We're not independently moving our right foot. I mean, if I said to you pick up a ball and throw it, you wouldn't go on to throw a ball and go, would you? You just sort of, you back there and you just go, and this foot would kind of drag through the movements you would make, would just kind of be more natural, I think, in some ways. The problem is when we're swinging a golf club, we create a lot of forces, which then pops the body up and stuff, Bubba-esque sort of style swing. And a lot of golfers have themselves on the tiptoe. When they're doing that, they're pushing back and away from the balls, trying to sort of swing that club this way. They're never sort of going on the tiptoe. You never see Bubba Watson fall forward, do you?
No.
He might be sort of jumping up, kind of going this way, but he's pushing up from away from the golf ball. You're on your tiptoe just because your weight's tippling forward. And then it's kind of like reaction to try and recover that. And putting grip in your toes for dear life to try and
everything
keep your balance. Well, that's the thing, and you can see again. I said no disrespect when I said it, but if you're losing balance on a flat lie, I wish you all the best when the ball's below your feet. You'd be just
It goes
be rolling down the field, wouldn't you? So if we can get that base a little bit more ground in it, we've got a chance, haven't we? Okay? Does that kind of make sense then?
Yeah, definitely.
So I practice that movement. What's that?
So that left foot then, should that stay down the whole time?
Yeah, it should be on. I mean, you can lift a little bit in the backswing if you need to, but it should be on the ground really for the most part. Okay. But I would practice that movement we said there. So you're on the range, your warm-up swing's kind of be swing back here, check you in your right heel, okay? And then from there just sort of go bump, bump, and just bump the club down. That club should be going down a little bit shallower there, if against the wall there. Get to kind of here, and then when you feel comfortable, just chip the ball down the range there. Hitting a golf ball 50 to 100 yards, give or take. All right then?
Yeah.
Good man. Okay, I'll have a couple more ones then, okay?